Dear Mr. Brown, thank you for sending in your record attempt for most salmon lobbed at a road signed by a Willy. Unfortunately this is not a record we are interested in, and besides for a variety of reasons we wouldn't be able to accept your record. Not least because the photo which we've kindly returned is clearly shopped and your claim that Nancy saw me do it is not valid as proof. Please note that we are also not interested in the following records you proposed: largest air guitar collection, loudest silence, world's also messed man. Thank you for your interest in Guinness World Records, or the Great Book as you insist on calling it. Dear Miss McGowan, thank you for your interest in Harvard College. After careful consideration of your applications, I'm sorry to inform you that we are unable to offer you a place in the class of 2019. This year's application pool was the strongest in the college's history, and we are unable to offer admission to every student regardless of their proficiency in Ang memes or their level of swag money. Although your GPA and ACT scores were certainly up to our standards, your essays raised some eyebrows at the admissions meetings. For future reference, it is not wise to start an essay with the words "listen here you little slanks" and end with "McGowan out, drops mic." We also didn't need a copy of your mixtape regardless of how fire it is. One admissions counselor actually listened to it, and we are pretty sure 40 minutes of you making animal noises is not fire. In addition, we will be returning your copy of Grown Ups too. Signed by Chancellor Angela Merkel, because you said it's your greatest possession and we don't want it. We also suggest obtaining recommendation letters from teachers or trusted mentors, not my number 4 Sideho Derek or Chief Keef, who submitted a picture of a dinosaur drawn in crayon on a rolling paper. We greatly appreciate your interest in Harvard, and we offer our best wishes of success as you pursue your educational goals. Dear Admissions Director Clark, thank you for your rejection letter of March 20th, 2015. After careful consideration, I regret to inform you that I'm unable to accept your refusal to offer me admission to the fall 2015 freshman class at UCLA. This year I have been particularly fortunate in receiving an unusually large number of rejection letters. With such a varied and promising field of candidates, it is impossible for me to accept all refusals. Despite UCLA's outstanding qualifications and previous experience in rejecting applicants, I find that your rejection does not meet my needs at this time. Therefore, I will assume the position of freshman student at UCLA for the fall class 2015. I look forward to seeing you then. Best of luck in rejecting future applicants. Dear Mr. Wax, in reply to your recent letter, I regret that we must inform you that Princeton University has no law school. Dear bad writer, unfortunately it falls to me to inform you that Harlequin will not be publishing your novel Kisses in January. While it is customary to send out a form letter in cases of such rejection, your novel was so strikingly inept I felt I had to say a few words. 1. You are not welcome to submit any future work to our offices. 2. Both myself and my assistant are considering legal action against you for wasting our valuable time with your relentless tribe. Among the areas needing vast improvement: description, character development, and dialogue. The less said about the love scenes the better. Should this novel have been published, it would have likely resulted in the end of modern book sales. Sorry, your application to join our matchmaking service has been rejected. You failed question number 14. What do you like most in a woman? My dick was not an acceptable answer. Dear Mr. Dobrow, we appreciate your interest in the Marine Corps. However, since you are 12, you won't be eligible to be a Marine for a while. Dear Mr. Lee, we have received your recent passport application. However, we need your help in providing acceptable photographs. The photographs you submitted cannot be used because the image is too yellow. Dear Mr. Jones, we regret to inform you that your application for the position of Global Quality Manager has been unsuccessful. We don't normally respond to unsuccessful applicants, but in your case we've made an exception in order to return the £5 note you attached to the references section of your application under the line Elizabeth wink wink. Some notes regarding your application. Listing super secret spy work I legally can't talk about, as your previous experience won't fool anyone. In future you might want to refrain from using sentences like "come on, let me be a part of this awesome gig you've got going on." eBay feedback isn't a relevant reference. Your attached sketch of an everlasting chocolate bar was unwarranted, absurd, and quite frankly it scared us a little. We wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Dear Mr. Habany, after sending back your Ziploc bag of gold painted rocks that you considered 14 karat gold nuggets found on a soul searching pilgrimage in Tibet with a quadriplegic hooker you picked up in Singapore, we find it is truly unfortunate that you cannot understand the concept of do not contact us again. Your fraudulent attempt to extort money from our seasoned geologists who are experts in identifying precious metals has forced us to take extreme action. This is your final warning before we contact the authorities. Your rocks have shown up in our inventory 3 times now. We will no longer attempt to return them, but will keep them as evidence. You are not entitled to any money, especially the ludicrous amount of $1,423,061.92 you demanded for your cash for gold payment. Your petition for an ungreased backdoor hammer time lovemaking session with our telemarketers Carol and Tracy is fear-aligned preposterous. Your absurd request to be reimbursed for postage $167.45, $138.33 and $142.73 is unwarranted and completely illicit. As a reminder, Mr. Habany Edmark Mahone passed away June 23, 2009. It is not only disrespectful but also utterly moronic to request that he host your birthday party at McDonald's. This is the last time that we will be in contact with you. Dear Will, many thanks for your letter and story ideas. I'm afraid none work for us, however. Probably the best contact for you here, if you have other ideas you want to pitch, is a very good story editor named Diane Cardwell. She handles entertainment, and do keep in mind if you decide to come back to us that our readership is a little more well stayed than you seem to think. Asshole is just never going to fly here. Dear Mr. Paul, thank you for submitting your application for the web producer role located in Gloucester. I'm now writing with regret to inform you that your name has not been placed on the short list of candidates to be invited for interview. I'm sorry if this is disappointing for you. We heard about your previous internet projects and quite frankly you scare us. You may also like to note that calling our head of human resources a skanko does not gain you any plus points when being shortlisted for a position.